Okay, coming up this weekend, there's going to be a lot of memorials about the August 3rd mass shooting at Walmart. And one of the most touching memorials to the 23 people who were killed in the August 3rd, 2019 Walmart mass shooting will happen again this year. The iconic star, you see it right there on your screen. The iconic star on the mountain will flash 23 times in honor of those that lost their lives that terrible day. You can watch it for free in the area near the star. Just be sure that you park on the street and not in anyone's blocked traffic. The star will flash 23 times beginning at 9 p.m. Monday, August the 3rd.
You've done that before, haven't you?
I did it the
Couple of
first I
times?
did it the first 3 years.
Uh-huh.
And it's so shocking. It's so shocking. The first year that I went was the first year that they did it, and I didn't expect it to hit me like that, but it really did. It really, you really get the sense that we lost that many people,
Hmm.
in the space of a few minutes. It was just terrible. It was just terrible. I don't know if you remember that morning. It was a Saturday morning,
Yeah.
and we were still doing the radio. And Saturday mornings was one of those mornings that I slept until like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was getting these phone calls, and my phone kept ringing, and I kept thinking, what is going on?
Yeah.
And I finally picked up my sister's phone call, and she said, they're shooting people at the Walmart. And I was like, what are you talking about? I thought it was a national news story. And I said, what are you talking about? The one at Cielo Vista. And I told her, I don't think you're right, but let me check. Let me check and find out. And so started doing all the checking and everything. And it was just pandemonium
Yeah.
for 12 hours. So many incorrect stories coming out.
Hmm.
So much stuff going out on social media that was
Yeah.
not right.
And that's the problem, not just with social media, but, media
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
is that everybody's in a rush to be first.
Right.
Instead of being right, they want
Exactly.
to be first.
Exactly.
So they push stuff out that hasn't been vetted correctly.
And I remember it was my weekend to babysit the Facebook page for the station. And I called everybody and I told them, leave it alone because I'm going to start blocking people
Mhm.
who are posting things that we already know are not
Yeah.
correct
Yeah.
or that have not been vetted. It was unreal.
Yeah.
It was unreal.
It was a full-time job that
Yeah,
weekend,
it
wasn't
really
it?
was.
Yeah.
And then remember it rained that night?
That I don't.
Yeah, it rained really hard that night, and it was such a sad and somber end to the day.
That's right.
Yes,
Yes. I
yes.
remember that now because I remember reading a lot of people saying this just kind of caps it all off.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
It was the most awful day. And I mean, now here we are 7 years out, and honestly,
Yeah.
when people talk about it, every time I've seen former Mayor DeMargo, um, he still cannot even say the phrase August 3rd
Yeah.
without tearing up, without getting emotional. And he did such a good job in leading us through that, that time, that aftermath.
So in the times that you've gone to see the star blink 23 times, where's the best place to see it from?
You know what? There is in the central neighborhoods. If you go, it's just beyond Cotton,
Mhm.
and you kind of go into that neighborhood.
Yeah.
There are a lot of streets where you can park, and it's really nice because people are very respectful about parking. Not blocking anybody's driveway, not parking in people's yards, and things like that. It is a very somber moment, and when it starts flashing, people really do. Everything goes quiet.
Yeah, the visual of it blinking 3 times really hits you.
Yeah, it is something to see, but that's going to be happening on Monday at 9 o'clock.